So I've been trying Marcus Aurelius' morning routine for the past 28 days, and I have to say that it's starting to change my life. Now you may be saying, how do you know what Marcus Aurelius did every single morning? He doesn't have a vlog or anything like that. Well, I did some intense research and I came up with 5 different things that I think that Marcus Aurelius would have done every single morning. So let me know if there's anything else you would have thought he did in the morning. Just drop it down in the comments and I'd love to hear what you say. So, starting with number 1, and it actually starts the evening before, not in the morning, so please don't turn on me, but it is all related. You see, every single morning what I do is I go and I sleep on the floor. Now this is much to my girlfriend's dismay, but I do it anyway, and it's from this quote. Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, is this the condition that I feared? And the main difference I've noticed since I started doing this is I'm generally just less scared of my comfort zone. Because every single morning I'm purposely doing something that's outside my comfort zone. It's not comfortable at all. So it's telling my subconscious brain to not be so scared of that comfort zone or going outside of that comfort zone.
God placed the best things in life on the other side of terror.
Now, after I've done that, I go ahead and do something that's called negative visualization. Now, negative visualization is basically where you sit down and you start imagining all of the different things that could go wrong in your life, all of the different negative things that could go wrong in your life. Now, Marcus Aurelius talks about this a lot, but my favorite quote, the quote that started me doing this task for the past 28 days, is actually one from Seneca, and it goes like this. What is quite unlooked for is more crushing in its effect, and unexpectedness adds to the weight of a disaster. The fact that it was unforeseen has never failed to intensify a person's grief. This is a reason for ensuring that nothing ever takes us by surprise. We should project our thoughts ahead of us at every turn and have in mind every possible eventuality instead of only the usual course of events. So what I actually do for negative visualization is I sit down for a set period of time. I normally do just 5 minutes, and I hunt around for things that are going on in my life, things that could go wrong, enough that it's going to cause me an electric shock of motivation, enough that it's going to cause me a huge jolt of feelings, and I get to face something similar to this. Now, why do I negatively visualize, and why did Marcus Aurelius do it? Or at least I think that he did it from what he wrote in his meditations. Well, first of all, by preparing yourself for the future, by thinking of all the things that could go wrong, you're mentally preparing yourself for if that thing does go wrong. So if it does go wrong, you're going to be less mentally hurt. Second of all, by thinking of all the things that could go wrong, by considering them, you're automatically less likely for those things to go wrong because you've thought about them before. For example, if I negatively visualize myself crossing the road and getting hit by a car, the next time I'm crossing the road, I'm more aware of it. And finally, it makes you more grateful for what you have, because if you imagine your kids dying, what does it make you want to do? It makes you want to run over to them and just hug them. Now, my girlfriend Claire, Claire? Can you come here, please? Okay, sit down.
What?
Sit down.
What?
Okay, what's your job at the moment?
A nurse.
Yeah, and what do you see with all the like old and unfit people around you? There's lots of them, isn't there?
Yeah.
And how does that make you feel? What does that make you want to do and stuff?
Be healthy.
Yeah.
And make the most of your youth. And try to be healthy for as long as possible.
So would you say...
Getting to good habits now, definitely.
Yeah, so would you say that it's made you less likely to become unhealthy in the future?
Yeah, definitely.
And would you say that it makes you more grateful for what you have at the moment?
100%.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
That's it. And then after I've negatively visualized, I will go ahead and take off all of my clothes. And after I've negatively visualized, I go ahead, go to the bathroom, take off all of my clothes, I turn the shower all the way down to cold, I press the button, I get in the cold shower and I stay there for 60 seconds. Now, why do I do this? Well, aside from the health benefits, the main reason I do this is because it fires me up with energy. I'm fueled with this energy and motivation to go and crush the day. It completely clears my mind and fills it with this intense desire and burning passion to go out there and crush the day. Now, after I've got this intense passion, I fuel it down into a direct plan on how I'm going to go out and crush the day through journaling. Now, we know that Marcus Aurelius journaled through his meditations, but I've started journaling a year ago and it's completely changed my life. You see, the main reason that I journal, and aside from all the other benefits like increased energy, decreased grief, all of these other benefits where you can just clear your mind, and there's loads of scientific benefits. But the main reason that I journal at the moment is that it gives me the direct plan for me to crush my day. It makes the difficult things in the day that much easier. It makes me more grateful. All of these different benefits. If you want to know more about journaling, then just go ahead and click the first link in the description. There's a whole video there it's completely free. It'll show you why I journal and all of that sort of things. Now, after I've journaled, then that is the fourth thing, I then move on to reminding myself of the importance of time. Now, the first thing I do here is I tell myself that my potential is unlimited, or at least my potential is almost unlimited. What that means is that I can do whatever I want to. I can do whatever I set my mind to. My potential is not capped by any external factor apart from me and myself. And when I tell myself that my potential is limited, I'm automatically filled with this energy to go out there and crush it. Because if your potential is truly limitless, and I think it's so close to truly limitless, if you harness all of your energy into doing good in the world, then you get this question where your time is an ethical decision. What you do with your time is an ethical decision, because you either channel it into one activity or you channel it into the second activity. If you have the potential to do amazing things, then by you not doing those amazing things, then you're wasting that time, and that is an ethical decision. Are you really going to waste all of that time gaming or watching YouTube videos when you could be spending that time doing something amazing and reaching that potential where you'll help the world, you'll impact the world, and you'll do all of these amazing things? Now, that is my 5-step morning routine. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure you like it. Let me know in the comments if you think that Marcus Aurelius would have done anything else that I haven't included here, and subscribe if you're new.